I fucked up there and spell shielded poorly, even though I was fine with not spell shielding. Oh, I'm down to dive this, by the way. What the fuck? That Lilia is so drunk now. The Nocturne Rel combo is quite nasty, as you can imagine. I'm gonna just heal up here. She's feared, but I'm gonna sleep for longer, it seems. Oh, I'll just commit to the trade kills here. You get your passive. Whoever gets their passive first will win. I don't think Volibear hard wins against IRELIA at all. If you're playing against a good IRELIA player that will use her dashes to get away. Obviously, Volibear can dominate the lane, but then he's going to be gankable. Right? Whoever is going to contest the wave and stack their passive first means that they are vulnerable to ganks. That's how I see that matchup going. Again, both their passives, Volibear and IRELIA, are incredibly important for their play pattern. What the hell, man? Get out of my face. This game started really fast? True. Thank you for the 100 bits, Fnatic Nemesis Sama. So we're playing Nocturne. Level 1 I'm really strong, level 2 I'm really strong, level 3 I'm really strong, level 4 I'm really strong, level 5 I'm really strong. You get the idea. I'm pretty much strong at all points in a fight, so as long as the fight is even numbered, I can beat the crap out of relatively anyone. And if IRELIA doesn't contest the wave against me, that means I can likely roam somewhere. Oh, just Volibear flipper. Gragas takes body slam as a flash, but doesn't want to. That's alright. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I don't want to leash. I would like to enjoy my lane start. I'm playing Nocturne. For me, it is quite important that I can contest the wave against IRELIA. I mean, again, maybe in this matchup I can just overpower her anyway. If she contests me, I'll just kill her, maybe? Not sure. Either way, I don't want to leash in a matchup against IRELIA, ideally. When you're playing against IRELIA, you're going to want to get to the wave first. If I hit that would have been nice, but it's okay if I don't. I'm not sure, it seems like she took Q or she would have E'd me there and went for the chunk. I was kind of fishing for what spell she had. Either way, I think with how safe she's playing, I can slow push this one a bit. Just take one slice there. Again, no need to overcommit into an E. I still don't know what spell she ranked, so walking into her E is a little bit awkward here. Seems like she took Q, but I don't know. Pretty bad to take that. Gonna take W second, because again, even though I can look for a kill with fear, if I just block her E and she messes up, I'll probably take her whole health bar. So that is good enough for me. So right now against IRELIA, she's gonna stack her passive on this wave. After stacking up the passive, she can look to fight me. I'm gonna want to try and make sure that she doesn't refresh her passive, but we'll see whether or not she does. This is why you take the W. I think if I fight her in a creep wave like this, I'm going to be winning. Obviously my passive heals a lot of HP off the creep wave, so that's always valuable. Her passive disappeared, dropped off. I'm gonna move in here and look just for a move here. If IRELIA wants to freeze, that's a-okay by me, as I'm looking for a kill on the enemy jungler. As my Grog is actually gonna solo kill her. Flash bonk, no? There we go, solo kill. So obviously IRELIA is gonna get a little bit of breathing room here, which I would have liked to not have given her, but she went which means I can just freeze my wave. Obviously she's going to look for a base TP here, so what I'm gonna do is, even though it doesn't immediately help me freeze, doing this cancels the base, and I'm gonna look one more time to cancel her base, as this wave should be freezing. So I'm gonna look one more time. Chuck a Q at her here, and she's gonna channel her recall again, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and throw, actually, am I gonna throw another Q? No, I'm not. I think I'm a-okay with that. I don't want to lose the, I would lose about 3 creeps worth of golden experience here, and I'd already denied her 3, as you can see. 1 creep, 2 creeps, and a 3rd creep is going to die before she lands with TP, which is going to create a pretty good situation for me. I'm happy with this. I'm going to keep the wave right here. I don't really want to force on the IRELIA or do anything crazy right now. I want to look for a way to push out the wave, but right now with Lilia being topside on her topside camps, it's a little bit risky. Aurelia is giving me a lot of space here, so I'm just going to start hitting the wave with Q. And it looks like she's going to let me push out, which is actually really good for me. Just going to W that one. Don't think I should have, but don't think it was a terrible play either. She has a pink here, I'm going to clear it. And with the wave so close, I need to be mindful. Don't want to get screwed over here by Aurelia's Q stacking. She has no W or no E, and she killed most of the creeps that will give her Q stacks, so not really an experienced Aurelia player I'm facing off against here. Seems to be making some rookie mistakes on Aurelia. Again, I'm just making sure she doesn't freeze this. I'm missing a lot of Qs that are free though. So even right now, if she pulls up the wave here, she's going to have to lose CS for it, and if not, she can just push out this wave, and I'm going to take a base. Actually, I'm going to move in here, because this guy has no flash, and he is somewhat inting running into our jungle all the time. Looks like that's another solo kill in our jungle from the Gragas, which is crazy to me, if you think about it. Oh, and this guy's just going to fast push as well, so let me just catch the wave before basing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that happens, how Lilia manages to get solo killed by a Gragas in her own jungle. Or in his own jungle, twice, nonetheless. Crazy stuff, to be honest. If I ever commit here, I'll look for a TP. Looks like that's a TP angle for sure. If Aurelia has no TP and she seems to have based, this is going to be 2 kills for us. I want the assist on this. Feel like you always TP behind me. Funny. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I'm not sure. I took a little bit more than I should have, but that's because Kai'Sa's relatively close, so... all good. I'm gonna try and catch what I can from this wave, and actually at this point, with this item difference, I'm gonna go ahead and cast my ultimate on her and kill her, because she has no stacks, so I'm pretty sure I can one-tap her and just run her down the lane if I play it well. She backs off, respecting that. Comp is not too happy with the fact that I enjoy teleporting bot lane. It's a solid line of play. It works quite well when you're winning top. Right now I'm going to try and slow push my wave a little bit here. There's no need for me to fast push. This way I'll be able to deny creeps but also farm a little more. If I fast push right now with enemy mid being dead, there's no roaming opportunities, and considering I already used my teleport to influence the map, I also don't have any teleport windows to use. She didn't even base, which is great for me. Right now I could actually ult and just... oh, I'm looking here. Definitely want to look... no, just give. No need. This is going to be fine. Just gonna crash the wave, walk up a little bit here, make sure I scare her off as I miss another free Q. IRELIA wants to obviously pull the wave here and then Q spam on it and all that crap. And honestly, I think that my best play is to just walk up and push her out like this, get some of her HP out. I fucked up there and spell shielded poorly, even though I was fine with not spell shielding. Oh, I'm down to dive this, by the way. What the fuck? That Lilia is so drunk, no? Is it just me? It's not just me, right? That guy is just drunk. Oh. Let's not die to the turret. Oh, Nocturne obviously one-shotting waves, quite good. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that guy was really drunk. This guy's really drunk. Got solo killed twice by Gragas in his own jungle and then walks in top and just dies. Not sure what's happening there. I have my Stride Breaker though, which is huge. I fucked up there because even though you can spell shield the Aurelia stun, I failed the spell shield on the Aurelia stun, but the Aurelia player couldn't help herself but smash her R key, so I got away with it, considering my spell shielded the R, which gave her no options to outplay, even though I misplayed. So mid went from really free to looks like pretty bad. But that's okay. Right now I can just run this guy down, 100-0. There's no real counterplay for him. As soon as I hit Q on him, I'm pretty sure I will solo kill him, so let's see if I can hit a Q. Oh, I think that's a little bit too far. I can't quite reach her on max range of my Q. Almost though, almost. She's gonna walk up and W this creep, so I'm gonna go Q her and look for a kill right now. Can't quite kill. She has her W up, so no need to jump into the turret and die to that. But I'll make short work of her soon enough. Waiting for the corrupting potion to tick away. And I'll flash Chopper to death, as I'm now very far ahead of her. At this point, even though my team is struggling, I'm going to have to farm up and wait for my opportunities. Need to wait until I have my teleport and ultimate back before I can influence the map, and until then I'm just going to go ahead and enjoy farming some enemy jungle here, as I'm very, very strong. And I'm even going to have a look. Oh la la, what is here? What's going on here? Ah, he was... I don't have vision of her, so spell shielding the sleep will be very difficult. She also has her movement speed stacked, so it's going to be hard for me to look for a kill here. I'll just leave, act like I'm leaving, go for the camp here, and then look for a paranoia on the Irelia. I don't think she'll quite expect me to stay here, so doing the golems here to maximize my farming. And then looking for a paranoia solo kill on her when she goes for tower plates is going to be a free kill for me. I'm suspecting the Irelia to go for the turret, considering my base got cancelled after I took some stuff. There's two people here actually. Doesn't matter though. By the time her jungler can help, I should have secured a kill. Maybe I die to her. I don't think so though actually. Actually, now that I miss Q, maybe I will. If I didn't miss my Q, I would have easily sliced her up, I think, even though she had a lot of movement speed. I also didn't spell shield, I didn't spell shield properly again. Well, it's a learning experience for me. Playing Nocturne, of course. I'm gonna grab a Bramble Vest here. It's gonna give me some anti-healing against the Conqueror users, as well as some armor against Talon, so it's going to work out quite well. I'm gonna grab some CDR shoes to get more ultimates out. Also having more uptime on my Q, and potentially my Stride Breaker as well. I like CDR shoes quite a bit because of the uptime on Q and Stride Breaker, but all things considered, I'm doing very well this game, so I just need to run my advantage home here, get one good ult on this Aphelios, and shut down the enemy team's advantages. Gragas doing quite well this game, so all is going well. I probably should have just ulted on the Lilia, but I'm not sure. She had flash probably, so I didn't really feel comfortable doing that. Maybe it was the better play though. I think I really TP'd there. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the chat. Oh, she TP'd bot. Did someone push in the wave, or was it just bad? I'm actually not sure if someone showed up top to push the wave here, but no big deal. Just gonna chop up some creeps here and ward for myself and just enjoy myself some tower platings here. I need to be a little mindful because there could be people hovering. I see the Talons already hovering, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. No need for me to do anything silly. I have Bramble Vest, so even though I can hit the turret with Irelia hitting me, it will give me tower aggro, so I need to be mindful of that. Make sure that it doesn't create any complications. Just gonna sit here for a bit, just to vibe check Irelia here. She W's my spell shield off. I need to get good at reacting to these Irelia E's. She has no W right now, so I think I can just 100-0 tower diver if I hit Q. Which in this case I do, so I can just kill her and probably just walk away from this guy. I spell shielded the Q, but I'm in sleep still. I think I'm gonna live here. No problem. Alright, a little 2v1 action, and we get a kill. Beautiful. Nocturne's a bit of a beast of a champion once you can get ahead, so of course I'm gonna slice up the enemy team. When she has no flash, it's very easy for me to just go on her and completely decimate her health pool. With Conqueror as well, I had enough healing in order to contest the Lilia right after. I'm going to be working towards stacks gauge here. Going to be good. Why am I maxing E instead of W? Well, quite simply because instead of bonus attack speed, I prefer fear duration. I think fear duration is going to be much superior because usually people will not have tenacity or will not be building Merc Treads either against Nocturne. It's not that attractive, or full AD as well, so my CC duration will usually be full. So having an up to 2.25 second fear duration is quite incredible, as you can imagine. It's quite broken. Nice try there, trying to... it was a nice try trying to cancel the Talon jump with the E, but not quite. Close. Me being mid right now is a complete, like, even though Irelia is freezing top, like, I'm gonna completely take over the enemy jungle here and just play for this red buff. If my team can back me up here, I'd love that. This guy's freezing top and we're freezing bot, so all I need to do is just deny them resources elsewhere and then we're just winning. I think I hit the fear there, but unfortunately Don't want to face check there when she has Hourglass on me. The Nocturne Rel combo is quite nasty, as you can imagine. I'm gonna just heal up here. She's feared, but I'm asleep for longer, it seems. Oh, I'll just commit to the trade kills here. Wing her Lilia, Wing the watch out Eep, blocking the damage and then slicing up an extra kill here. Rel Nocturne, obviously very disgusting once you get in range of each other. So gonna chop up some people here. Keep it nice and simple. TP behind IRELIA is inevitable if she's going to greed. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it in time, of course. 16 seconds until I can kill her. You have to consider that if someone channels their recall, you need to be in range. Right now she channeled recall, which means I won't be able to TP because 4 seconds of my TP, or 4 seconds of my respawn plus 4 seconds of the teleport equals 8, which is going to give her the opportunity to recall. Regardless, right now I'm in a great spot. I'm gonna grab some magic resistance as Lilia is fighting me a lot. She's hunting me. Which I don't mind considering I'm killing her most of the time, but still, some magic resistance will make sure that I slice her up and win these fights. I have my Nocturne ult again. I don't think they're quite ready for that. I probably should have just gone, to be honest. I'm not sure why I went for this red buff. I could have already ulted this guy a while ago. And I'm going to make short work of the enemy team being so far ahead on Nocturne. Another Q here. And poor Thresh. Gonna get sliced down as well. Lilia here trying to get a crab. I don't like that, therefore I'm going to look to murder her. No, not quite. Testing the new range there. I'm going to spell shield the slow as I Q forward for movement speed. Nice dodge by the Lilia, but I connect here, so I actually think I can catch up to her, but not 100%. I can now though. Can't I? Holy moly, that champ's fast. Okay, I cannot. I overcommitted chasing here. I lost a lot of tempo there, unfortunately. 40 seconds on my ultimate, and Aphelios will die again. He has no flash. Probably doesn't suspect my ult to be up again. So it's going to be a rough one for him. Let me just prep that cannon creep. Make sure my support can get that extra gold. 27 seconds, and I want to kill Aphelios again. Don't think he has counterplay unless Thresh is playing Lantern range, and even then, if I time my ultimate well, or he misplays, I can still grab him. My champion is very scary like that. Let's just take a base, actually. Okay, she wants to stay. Let's have a look here. I have 10 on my ult. Aphelios no flash. Roughly, I don't want to kill that earlier. It's such a waste. She's so useless. I'll just slice up this crab here. I don't know, it feels like a bit of a waste to kill the IRELIA, but this guy is playing so far back and Thresh likely playing on Lantern range considering he's nowhere else on the map, so let's not waste our Nocturne ult. Enemy team is all hugging their towers because I'm missing on the map, so using that to our advantage is already going to net us a Herald. It's not the greatest of objectives, but definitely not the worst either. If it's free, right? Yeah, I'm not really scared here. She wants to play for a freeze, and honestly I don't really mind, so I'll just take a base here. The enemy Aphelios is literally not playing the game. As you can see, he's not even catching the mid-wave because he doesn't know where I am, so I'm just gonna go ahead and accept that. The necessary respect is shown. There's no need to overcommit. Right now I'm being respected plenty by the enemy team. Aphelios still not showing on the map. He's literally nowhere. He's not even farming bot at this point. That's how scared he is. So I'm not going to overforce here. Using my ultimate on Talon doesn't seem like a bad play, but I think I can get a better opportunity than that. I'll just go ahead and take the ult here. Obviously, I didn't look at what happened in the mid lane. Maybe if I did, I could have traded on Talon. That could have been a good play. I think Yone should just go bot lane. I'm not sure why he's here. I think he can just go farm some waves bot, considering the wave is bouncing towards us. Talon gets out, but that's okay. We get 2 kills. Aphelios can't really join the fight there. I'm way too strong. If he's even in my ult range, it's already very scary. And at the end there, like we were running them down as 3, so Aphelios had to turn tail and just accept that the fight was lost. I'm working towards my stone plate. So many of you that have watched me before know I think this item is one of the best defensive items in the game, as well as offensive items, because it gives you so much effective health in burst, which means I can easily commit to a multi-man backline dive, sorry, as Aphelios is contesting some farm against the IRELIA. I have no ultimate here, so I'm gonna have a look here. Gonna use my spell shield as my fear is going to register. This allows the Thresh very little counterplay, considering he almost had no time to use his spells. Gonna get an extra kill there. Quick and easy. No harm done. Gonna farm up here and go purchase my stone plate. I'm gonna ping my team to let them know that I have a great item spike, and I want to purchase it. It's obviously a huge deal for me. I have this. It's a massive purchase for me. It's going to give me a crazy amount of bonus resistances, crazy amount of effective HP if I use it well. And then, even though there is a Serpent's Fang, which is a little bit annoying, obviously it's going to cut my shielding in half. But even so, you know, pressing the button, you might say it's only 800 HP. It's true. It doesn't give you as much as Volibear or Nectin would. But ultimately, 800 or 400 health combined with the fact that you get 60 resistances each is a huge deal. The ability haste is also very welcome. As you can see, Nocturne's Q-Trail is 5 seconds and I have 5.16 cooldown, which means I have nearly 100% uptime. I will kill them if they go here. They don't know where the Nocturne ult is coming from, so it's difficult to play around. I'm just gonna go accept that he has no flash and go help my other teammate. This guy has no flash, so he really has no hope here. I'm gonna hit the fear here. I'm just gonna keep hitting. As you can see, I'm too beefy. Very hard for the enemy team to deal with me. I'm an absolute monstrosity at this point. Why would she ult? I guess I shouldn't flush. It's my bad. But being the monstrosity that I am right now, enemy team's obviously very scared of me. When I use my ult TP, I was expecting them to run towards the tower. That's why I ult TP'd instead of TPing first. You can cast your ultimate. You have 1.5. Oh, you have 2 seconds of timing to recast. I didn't hit him, which means he's... No, he is actually going that way. I think I'm just gonna look for him. It doesn't really hurt to look for Talon here, as he's the strongest member on the enemy team. So we should look someone there. Maybe he's actually... Yeah, he's going to walk over there. Not sure if Gragas is in threat of dying here with no hourglass. Nice job by Rel there. Getting the stun down. I think I'm just going to take a base here, walk towards a Titanic Hydra. Why? Well, more effective HP means more value on my stone plate. More HP means more value for my resistances, and Titanic Hydra is going to give me a nice amount of both. Some health, some AD. That's exactly what I'm looking for after I have such a huge resistance item. After that, I can consider to go Thornmail or look into a different anti-healing item. Anti-healing is still going to be very good. This guy... Yeah, it might be a little bit boring for him. I need to be careful here. I don't have a blue orb. That's a little bit unfortunate, of course. But I think I'm just going to ult this Thresh, as unfortunately Aphelios will follow soon after. If Aphelios ran the other way, then I likely could have found him and murdered him instead. Even though I'm having a great game, so is my jungler. Jungle didn't have such a strong early game. 2 solo kills on the enemy jungler. The game would not have been as easy, but thanks to some jungle and top lane differential, it's going to be a very clean and easy game. I think doing Baron here for us is not a bad call at all, given the fact that Lilia is going to have a hard time to steal unless we allow her to. I think we should back off mid here. I'm going to hover here because the sleep could be coming. There is not. Hitting Baron here is not a bad play in my opinion, but at the same time it does create some complications. We don't need to do it. It's just something we can consider doing. Let's just fight, let's just fight, let's just fight. The enemy team is rushing to face check us, so letting that happen is not a bad thing. Wanted to stride breaker there towards him. I'm not sure if I like finishing this Baron too much, to be honest. It's a possibility, but at this point it's just a bad call. Spell shield the shield there. I'm not sure what he's smoking. Oh, they fifth. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that was a very strange play, so it makes sense that they forfeited the game. Oh well, that was a pretty free game, not going to lie. Gragas gets the honor there as he played a very solid early game. Pretty strong, pretty strong. Enemy AD carry unfortunately didn't get to play the game against my champion. Mona...
The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh.